Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so Sunday I went out for Father's Day and oh my, it was lovely. We had a nice meal and everything, and I came home on the night and I was sick as a dog, but it wasn't the food, nobody else was sick and we all had the same. A nice carvery. So I think it's just that I was sat in the sun on the Saturday and Sunday, and I think I got a bit of a heat stroke. So I went to do a reading yesterday. I did one. Oh my God. I tell you what, I didn't put it up. It was like a bit much like the bloody King Charles one that I did, where I thought he was dead. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't bother. So let's have a look. Was the reading I did yesterday any good? Yes. Secrets to be revealed. Well, I'm not going to do it today because it took an hour, and then I'll shorten it down. But I think I'm onto something as well. So yeah, psychic ability as well. Okay, well, I was too scared to put it up. And then I had to do stuff with my creams as well. So been putting all that data together. Because guess what? Apparently you still get bitten in the UK. So I've been, yeah, I've had a load of victims to practice on. So, oh my. And I had proper measurements and a blender this time. So, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with myself. And of course, people, it's come to the point now where I have to organise all the information I've collected and photos as well. And yeah, I'm going to go forward with it. Okay, so one, are we going to get our country back, okay, despite whoever comes in? All right, I give up asking. So let's have a look. Will a new Prime Minister or government help us get our country back? A new government. But I'm also seeing a guy in the army. So I'm getting, there'll be strict things coming in. But yeah, we're on the right track here, okay? This is a boss-up card, really. So when you're doing well and doing something well, it creates respect for that person and individual. So I do see a man here. Like, this person could teach us a few new tricks. Okay, so we're going to ask in general, is free speech going to improve? All this censorship rubbish, is it going to improve for the UK people? Yeah, definitely. I think, there'll be a lot of withdrawals as well. So withdrawals, that could mean, we need the tech companies like X, YouTube and Facebook and all like that. We need it. So yeah, I do feel they'll be told to back off. Will overseas companies, like shell companies, will they be told that they have to stop buying, houses? No. But we have got overseas, so maybe there's more scrutiny on this as well with overseas buyers, buying these houses, which was actually, I believe, intentional, because the present government has made it difficult, to rent your house out. So most of them are selling. Even YouTubers, that are online are saying, like the houses they've rented for a few years are now being sold. Okay, so will people with mortgages, will they be better off, What are they? landlords. You know, will things improve for landlords? I don't think straight away. And in actual fact, the problem is that you get more money for housing the illegals than you do with normal tenants as well. So I think, you know, landlords are still going to be pretty vulnerable due to the legislation that was put in. I certainly think there'll be, you know, less purchases from overseas. Will the police force get better as a result of a new PM or new government? Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. I'm getting hard work pays off as well. So it's like, something that I said in yesterday's reading that I never put up was about these illegals, okay, it only became, I mean, it was always going on, okay, but it became so much to handle in the last 2 years, especially with Starmer. It did change significantly for the place. But, you know, before then, we had the COVID. And then straight after COVID, the illegals became an issue, and they was flooded as well. I think better training as well, maybe, you know, reaching out to proper coppers who have left because of all this walk and DEI and everything. I've told you, you know, I'll get into trouble. Look, they're too young. They're too inexperienced, okay? They haven't had the right training. They don't know how to handle crooks, okay? And they don't know how to handle victims neither. So I see like 7 police stations in areas that will actually come together. We need a better task force as well. But I do think, you know, it will improve. What will electric and gas bills, you know, will they come down? Will they be better for us in with a new government or Prime Minister? No. So we've got problems there, and that's probably oil as well, which is going on outside. But we will ask, will a new government drill, baby, drill? No. So I don't know why, but I think, you know, certain things improve straight away. So we won't be happy with the oil and gas. And drill, baby, drill. No, not just yet. Will the next PM or, you know, government deal with the illegals? No, and I think there's going to be riots about that. Okay, I'm not getting a good feel here. Oh, why have I got that? That's like hides. So you got a lot of illegals, you know, that'll hide. Whatever. Okay. Doesn't want to look bad. So that means they're pandering as well. Okay. What about the M and you know, that religion, the extremism? Will that be dealt with? Oh yes, yes, definitely. There you can bank on it. That's what it says. You can bank on it, and it also comes under security as well and defence. Have I missed anything really? Well, let's go back then. Okay, so we're going to go back and look at each individually. So will a new government or PM be about? What relationship will they have with us, UK people? Do what they said, you know, do what they've said they'll do on the tin. So we already know them. This isn't new. Okay. So the police, what changes? No, it was censorship. So what changes will be made for the benefit of the good? There won't be no moral police at all, okay? This is free speech, and that is it, free speech. As long as you're not inciting violence and stuff like that, or, you know, harassing people. So certainly all the examples like Lucy Connolly and, you know, I mean, I get some right comments on mine as well. Oh, just, they're allowed to say what they like, okay? And I'm allowed, if I want, to have a clap back. So yeah, you know, I think that'll go down very, very well. Look, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's taken years and years and years to destroy this country to where it is right now, and it has been accelerated in the last couple of years as well. So it is gonna, you know, we've got to be realistic about how things are going forward as well. So what about the housing market? You know, what good will come of that? Yeah, there'll be laws revealed here. So, you know, all about the hotels, all about, you know, these landlords and everything who have kicked out their own tenants as well. I mean, yeah, there's going to have to be a rewriting there of the rules. I think, you know, the reasons why overseas people, and it's not people, it's shell companies, why they are buying up such a huge amount, that will be revealed as well. Is it anything to do with data centres? No, just people and big corporations being greedy. Well, they rushed into it, didn't they? So now they're going to find, oh dear, it's not going to go well for them. And it's to do with, you've got Reevesy and all the others as well. So I don't feel like the good thing is the truth will come out there. What was the one before police? Pharmaceuticals. Don't know. It'll come back to me if I need to. Right, so the police, what's going to happen with the police? Get back to policing, you know. Get back to it. Go back to the old days where it worked better. I'm seeing you know, like a rejig, a shake up, and everything here. And I think the police have wanted that themselves, but they've been, you know, shackled in the past. So I'm getting good news there for us, okay, with the police. Do your freaking job. If you've been bagelled, had your bike stolen, investigate. If your mobile phone's gone, they're shopping as well as stealing. A crime is a crime. We asked about oil, sorry, not oil. We asked about gas and electric prices and probably food. What's going on there, universe? We said we'd be unhappy. So what's going on? What good will come? It's not good. I'm getting more drama, so I feel like this is outside of the UK, so for some reason we're going to struggle here a lot, but there will be things that we do online as well. It's drama, so there's a lot of drama coming around that. Maybe it's to do with, you know, zero, is it like things like that, universe, zero? Okay, no. All right, what is it then? What's the cause of the high prices? Yeah, things are not going well here at all. I think progress has stopped. We're not allowed to go forward just yet. We're going to be stuck for quite a while until things, you know, well, they'll come to a head as well. But look, you know, we've got so many other things right now that'll start going well for us. And the Wheel of Fortune, it only stays stuck for so long, okay, before you get the momentum as well. I think AI will be a factor in that. Data centres require a lot of electric. Is data centres going to be a problem on the electric? Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But maybe, you know, these data centres and AI can help us move forward as well. So there's certainly going to be a lot of attention on that. So they'll be working on bringing it down. But you just know, you know, once they put prices up, they barely come back down. So we asked about it's net zero, isn't it? So what's the issue with drilling for oil? Making sure we've got enough, you know, making sure we've got enough. Waiting for something, waiting for good news, waiting to celebrate something. My cup is full. So it's like, oh, probably legislation, you know, like it'll go through the parliament and government, and it maybe gets rebuffed around 3 times, and then we'll be happy. So that's going to take some time as well for that. We asked about the illegals, so, you know, tell us something good there, universe. What's good regarding the illegals? Start jailing them. So you have got illegals, okay, but you've also got a bloody justice system and processing and claims and everything that aren't quite, you know, we're going to struggle with that. Does this government or Prime Minister favour illegals? Do they want them to stay? Yes or no? What's in the card? Yes. Why is that then? Why do they want them to stay? Well, because the system can't cope, okay? The system can't cope with them. We'll look at that in more detail, okay? I'm getting some right dodginess going on there. Oh, do you know what it is? This government has lost track of everybody, okay? They've lost track of them. They don't know how many they've got in or anything. There's no proper system, you know. It's all right saying, oh, send them back with 2 grand, 3 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand. You know, there's no way. And they haven't got the biometric system in neither to be able to sort of like tag them all. So you can bank on it and security. So what did we ask? Oh, about extremism. What do we need to know? What action will the government take then on extremism? Another task force, you know, names and everything, seeing what others can't. They're not going for individuals, they'll be going for, you know, these groups. But I have just seen task forces getting out and going there and getting them and rounding them up. So I've got vulnerable. Oh, I know what it is. It's housing the illegals. Maybe. So will they engage the landlords to keep the illegals and identify them? Disagree. No. Okay. Will this government or new Prime Minister stop giving illegals all these benefits, a place to stay? Are they going to make it difficult for them so that, you know, it's unpleasant and they want to go back? Absolutely, you know, but there'll also be a deal done as well, so where they're trying to work together, so there'll be new partnerships formed, and I do feel like that is going to be overseas. Is it overseas? Well, they're still trying to find a way with this, but I would say so as well. So whatever it is, they will be dealing with it. But right now, there's no system in place that can cope with the amount we've got. What immediate action will we see against the illegals with a change of government or a change of Prime Minister? What immediate changes will we see? Clamping down on them, rounding them up as well. Wrong side of authority, so maybe, you know, setting up tents and camps and everything and sending them there. Okay, so how will this our new Prime Minister, because it doesn't matter which party they're from, but you know, how will they win us over? How will they win us over and gain our trust? They'll recognise, you know, the unhappiness of us all and our situation as well. Will the next Prime Minister be successful in stopping the boats coming over? Disagree. In, out. So you sort of like, they come in, they go out, and then you'll find they're coming back again. But the trick is to make it so that, you know, they'll starve to death if they stay here. And that's it, you know. Freeze. I've nowhere to live. I've nothing to eat. I've no money. I mean, believe me, if you want to be off the radar, okay, you've got the likes of Amazon. You've got the likes of all these, what are they? Not YouTubers. You got people who will pay them, you know, off their books and do cheap labour. Well, then you're going to have to go into, you know, sort that out and tackle things. We've had enough. We've been at busting point, but I can tell you safely, I feel we're onto a good thing. How will the UK people feel in 6 months' time about life in the UK? Still discontent, okay, you know, still troubled, but nothing like, you know, we have been. So it's like, oh, it's taken a bit long. I think, you know, people will be saying it's taken a bit long. I'm quite happy with this Sweden, you know. I don't feel like there is a lot of hope now. What skeletons and secrets will be revealed about our previous governments? A lot. Diagnosis after a long time. So that's, you know, us finally learning and understanding how our country has become such a haven for extremists and illegals in the last 3 years, and the monies as well. It's not just about illegals or this, it's about being overtaxed and, you know, you can't buy a house now, it's too expensive, and things like that, and families. So let's have a look. Will this country get back on its feet financially? It'll be up and down, okay? So I'm getting unreliable there. So anybody making promises regarding that, you know, it's not going to happen straight away at all. I kind of feel like they'll be, you know, changing things, seeing what works, and then having to bring something else in as well. So we won't feel... we can measure the past, but right now we can't measure it in the future, okay? There's a lot goes on with money as well in the UK. Will secure, vote, what is it? Not voter ID. Will the social media ban be overturned? Absolutely, you know, they want you on it. They want you on it. Sorry. They want you on it. I was going to say the cyber summit as well. You know, maybe you get a new department for cybercrime as well. Oh no, they've already got one. Okay, I tried to use it about 4 or 5 years ago for a scam, and well, it's just not fit for purpose, really. No, I'm getting success there. I'm getting success. It's up to parents, okay? I mean, saying that, when your kids nag and nag and nag and nag and nag. But, you know, if you've got a ban like that, how are you supposed to, it's supposed to help you with your schoolwork. A lot of people say, go and log on to this portal, go and do that Zoom, you know. So that will have to be rethought. Will they reverse their digital ID? I'm getting blocked. Will they reverse digital ID? Maybe it's put on hold. In 5 years' time, how will other countries see us? Secrets to be revealed. About other people's secrets. Secrets will come out. So secrets will be out by then, and they'll know exactly what's been going on. And it isn't unique that it's just us. You know, it's Italy, Germany, Poland, every bloody European country as well. So I think that's what we'll be looking at and how big it is. So my next question is the next Prime Minister going to be someone who the elites chose? Absolutely. I'm getting very young there, very young. Now I'll save that because this is part of a reading I did yesterday, and even myself was thinking, no, no, no. But, you know, part of me thinks, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I do. I think, you know, they're happy for this person to get in, and the votes as well. The votes are important. What's coming up? So what have I done? I've done censorship. I've done mortgages. Oh, what about this wokery in bloody schools? Is you know, is that going to be improved for us? Hold back tight. Not helping. Not helping. So what it is you have to do away with these grants, you know, that say, oh, if you reach a certain target, you'll get money. So I think that's also coming up as well. So I heard a story this morning about a young M and a mother, okay, at a bloody school, took the school to court because their and all the mates was, you know, in the centre of a playground, you know, mass praying. So when their teacher was a very good head teacher, by the way, so probably Silver Fox or somebody like that might report on it later. And she said, no, it's not on. And the teacher said, no, it's not on. Took them to court. Legal aid, okay, for £150,000. And luckily, you know, we had a good judge on that day who said not only, you know, was it ridiculous that they've been able to get £150,000, but ruled in the favour of the head teacher. And the head teacher turned around and went, if you don't like it, go, you know. But they received death threats. There was glass bottles thrown over the fences. They had death threats, you know, was getting followed, stalked and everything. So good on that headmistress. Actually, how's she feeling after that? There you go. See, she's making it in all the headlines as well. So that's good. She's going to be, you know, yeah, it's progress, you know. Never mind any of this bullshit, okay? So, yeah, nice and sorted. Nice and sorted. Oh, I've got one for us. Ah, will we be allowed to fly our flag proudly again? Choosing to turn your back? Well, I don't know that. Yeah, we have 2 separate flags, don't we? How will the new government and Prime Minister or next government, or, you know, just the Prime Minister then, because there's going to be one, how will the Prime Minister feel about us flying our flags? You never know what he's thinking. I kind of get, like, I don't like the answer to that. Okay. Will we be allowed to fly our flags? No, because it's not down to the PM. Well, it can be. I've worked with councils. Now I'm getting ruin here and affects others. I think we might have a ban. So I've asked the wrong question. The question I should be asking is... Oh, this ain't good, is it? I'm just putting my cards into a pile. Okay, let's have a look at this. So you've got 2 separate issues. Well, we've got 2 separate flags. Then you've got the police as well, and also the professionals. So that'll be your councils. And then we've got despair and ruin and affects others. Well, it affects us. Let me ask. If I want to fly my flag, my England flag, British flag, the Union Jack flag, will I be able to do so legally? No. Gold digger. Because it's not his decision. He won't make that decision. Will I be able to? Why would they have a problem with me flying my flag? Because it upsets other people. Seen as childish. Do you know what? I can't remember where I was. Oh, it was the other day. So when we was going out in a boat, and I saw a street full of flags. I was like, get in, get in. Okay, another one then. Will, I'm not getting a good answer there, kiddos. Will Sharia law be outruled in the UK? Now, I'm loving that, okay, justice, yes, it will be outlawed, okay, it shouldn't be going on anyway. They really piss me off. They really piss me off. If you don't like our ways, F off back to wherever it was you come from. Will there be justice for all the roaming gangs scandals? Parliament will want to, you know, pull that at the last minute, so they'll pull a stunt here, okay, as well. So it's not an exact no, but I just get, you know, somebody stepping in and pulling a stunt there. Will it be a new party, a new government? So will it be the same government that we've got now? And an angry woman here. I don't know. Is the next Prime Minister a male? Well, rumours are circulating. Rumours are circulating, so maybe. Okay, of the elites, are they the ones responsible for choosing our Prime Minister? They want somebody who lacks ability. Oh dear. Will the elites get in who they want? I'm getting a balance here, so a balancing act. So there's they've got two sides as well. I'm not going to go into it today. I think I know what it is anyway. And yeah, we'll just see. Okay then, so outcome for us, please, as people within the next 12 months. How will we be feeling about our country? A cause, a lost cause. We caused it. We caused it. Actual loss. Please clarify that. Oh, I know what you're getting. Another strength card, you know. Lacking the ability and choices. Right, that is to do with parties and coming in and out. We could have more than one Prime Minister in the next 12 months. So just let's hold back off that, because the rest is so positive, okay? Positive. But it's about who comes in and then who goes out again and then who comes back in. In 2 years, go on, let's push it. In 2 years, how will we feel, you know, about our government? Solving something to move on. These last cards are about parties, different parties being in as well. So, you know, we will look at it in a different reading. But for now, all the things that we can have are coming our way, okay? Right, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon or tomorrow with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.